and we got lost. Hey everybody, so it has been a long freaking time, and hopefully this is in focus. I have no clue if it is or isn't. You know what? Does not matter as long as I'm making a video. It's been like 8 months since I've uploaded. And a lot of you guys have been asking, like, what's going on? Why aren't you posting videos? You need to post more videos. After 8 months of, you know, just sitting alone and thinking to myself, I've decided I'm going to try. I do know in my last video I said that I was going to be posting 2 videos a week, so that just proves I'm a liar. I'll try my best to at least post whenever I can. I've just been super busy the past 8 months. As soon as school started, somebody broke my lens and I wasn't able to make a video. I looked at what you guys wanted me to do for a video, and you guys said that you wanted me to make a story time. I'm going to take you back to 2006, I think is the year. The year's 2006, okay? I'm at my grandma's house in Missouri, and she, I think at the time she had like 100 acres of land, and it's just all forest. I believe I was 6 at the time. And then my other cousin Ashley, she would have been 6 or 7. I'm pretty sure she was a little bit older. Her, and then my other cousin, that's Ashley's younger sister, who would have probably been 3 or 4. I think she was 4 at the time. We were just out, you know, playing around, and I see their dad, my uncle, walking into the forest with this chainsaw. Automatically, apparently when you're a little kid, you automatically think the worst. I decided to go tell them that he's gonna chop the whole forest down with the chainsaw, because, you know, as a 6-year-old, that's just boom, that's where your brain goes, because apparently that's a normal thing. And so they're all freaking out, I'm freaking out. I'm like, oh my god, we have to save the forest, because, you know, it's all gonna be gone forever, because apparently one man can chop down every single tree. We decide, a 4-year-old, a 6-year-old, and a 7-year-old all decide to go out in the forest of 100 acres to go look. Came across a pond, and we saw their dad over there. So we go over there and we're like, oh, what are you doing? Apparently it was not a chainsaw, it was a fishing pole. Points for me. Automatically already being wrong. So he's like, oh, you guys need to go back to the house, you know, just go back to the house. So I guess it wasn't actually that far away from where we were playing, but we accidentally took a wrong turn going back, and we got lost. So that was great. A 4-year-old, a 6-year-old, and a 7-year-old. Now, that's pretty scary for anybody who could get lost in the woods, let alone little children. I guess during that time, I guess we were gone for so long that our family, because we were having like a family reunion, our family decided to send a search party out because they were a little worried, which, you know, I mean, anybody would be, having little kids, like, not knowing where they've been. I remember Ashley yelling at me because she got so mad that I convinced them to go down there when it was just a fishing pole, and that we were lost, and she was blaming me, which, you know what? She couldn't be more right. I mean, it was obviously my fault that we all got lost, which, I mean, I guess it's not completely my fault, because, I mean, they shouldn't have followed me, but whatever. I'll take the blame. It was like, kind of like a ripple effect, like a butterfly effect, of each one of us crying. I remember it was Brittany, I believe it was Brittany first, because, you know, little 4-year-old, you know, freaking out. She's like, I don't know where we are. I remember Ashley starting to cry because she was just like worrying, and I just start crying because I'm like, oh my god, we're never gonna get back home. Please help me. So we start completely going off in a different direction. I'm pretty sure the house is over here, and we're like going even farther into the forest. Hours later, we come across this field, and we see this guy in a tractor. He's an older man. He had a beard, like gray beard, just working on his tractor, but he didn't seem like, he wasn't like one of those nice farmer looking guys. He kind of looked like a meth head, which is even scarier. You know when you're taught as a kid not to talk to strangers? Yeah, what do you think we did? Being lost for that long, we decided to be like, hey, mister, can you use your phone? Because, you know, that's before the iPhone was invented. Because, I mean, this would have been, if it was 2006, the iPhone didn't come out until 2007. So we didn't have any cell phones.
Even though I know cell phones were created back then, I know Blackberries were then a thing. I know the flip phones were Motorola.
Like, do you have a cell phone? He's like, oh, it's at our house. It's at my house. And so, stupidly enough, we all decided to go with him on his tractor to his house that's in the middle of nowhere. Like, imagine how horrible that would be as a child. Well, no, not as a child. As the parents learning that their children are at a stranger's house in the middle of nowhere. Like, that looks like a meth head. Like, that's pretty scary. So then when we get there, and his wife is there, thank God. She looked like a sweetheart, you know. I don't know how she would have been. I bet at that time she was probably like in her 60s. Ashley, she actually knew our parents' phone number, so she's calling them, like yelling on the phone, like, oh my God, why are you at a stranger's house? We get him to be able to drive us back home in a van, which is even creepier because it's like, really, a van? Why do you have a van when you look like a meth head? And so we get in his van, and we knew kind of where she lived. So from his house in the middle of nowhere, we, on the way there, we actually see the pond where my uncle is fishing. And we're like, are you kidding? Like, you're the one who told us to go back home? And
I'm okay, I'm alive now, so.
So we end up going back home, and finally, and oh my gosh, we got chewed out so much, which, I mean, it's understandable. I mean, 3 kids, you know, get lost in the middle of the woods. It was an interesting experience. We could have died, like, we could have died from natural causes. We could have died from getting, you know, killed by this meth head. We could have died in the car ride back home. We could have died when we saw our parents again, and they're like, I can't believe you ever did that. No, I'm just kidding. They're laughing parents. Hi, Brittany.
You look really cute.
Thanks. Hey, hey, Brittany, I have a question.
Yes, I'm gay. I'm kidding.
You're so stupid. I like how right after you're like, I'm kidding. Brittany, do you remember the day that we were lost in the middle of the woods?
Yeah, I remember it very well.
You remember it very well?
Yeah.
How old do you think you would have been?
3 or 4?
3 or 4? Yeah, that's exactly what I said.
Go get some.
Brittany,
Please. Hold on. Name, please.
my family in a nutshell.
We can all talk to Ethan.
Yeah, they all love me so much, you know, because I did save our family from the massacre that could have happened. So, do you have any comments on that loved day?
It's not your fault.
I know, I take full responsibility for it.
Oh, let's cross up this barbed wire fence. I know how to get back. It'll all be okay.
Oh, I actually forgot about that. Like, yeah, because
it was all your fault. Every single thing that we get in trouble for is your fault. We wanted to find my dad.
yeah.
Find him fishing. Like, I know how to find them. And then when we finally found him, we'd go back home. And then we got lost.
When we came across that old man that was like a meth head.
Yeah. Here, kids, come inside my house.
Everyone, hopefully you enjoyed this video. I know it was just a quick little video, and sorry if it was boring, and you guys probably already clicked out like within the first minute of the video, but you know, whatever, it's the thought that counts, am I right? Give it a thumbs up for Brittany, for, you know, her telling me that it was all my fault, you know, whatever. So thumbs up if it was my fault, comment below if it wasn't, which it obviously was. If you guys want me to do another story time, also comment down below. While you're down there, don't forget to hit the thumbs up and the subscribe button, even though I already said the thumbs up, but whatever. See you, well, whenever I can film another, you know, video. Okay, well, I'll see you guys.
Hit the dislike, it's okay.
No, Brittany, don't encourage them.
Okay.
Okay, bye everybody. I love you. Bye, Felicia. I don't know what's wrong with me, I'm so weird. Okay.